All right. Hi, everybody, and welcome back. It is Phil Nagy on Sports, bringing you the Week 4 recap. Let's take a quick look at these scores, then we'll take a look at the standings, and we'll take a look at the stats because it has been 4 weeks into our 2021 sim season, and we do appreciate you hanging out with us and being a part of the channel. You guys are the absolute best for sure. We definitely appreciate it. Which is great. So, and now school's out for the summer for me as a teacher. So if you're a teacher out there, congratulations. We made it. We made the pandemic year, and it's over. So I have a little bit more time to do some more fun stuff as well. But here we go, Week 4. Patriots beating the Dolphins 20-10. Dolphins are woefully bad. Tua is just not cutting it down there in Miami. I think they have not won yet a game. How about the Texans getting off the schneid, beating the Jaguars? That was probably a pretty ugly game. Baltimore took care of Cincinnati 16-13. Tampa Bay beating up on the Giants, but just barely 31-28. We watched the Chargers beat the Chiefs 43-29 again. We had talked about Pat Mahomes and all the checkdowns he did in that game. How about the Colts beating the Bills? So again, Madden just devalues the Bills and Josh Allen. And kind of the way he does they do the same thing with Baker Mayfield. We're really trying, Bills fans. We really, really are. But Wentz gets the dubs in that one. 42-17. How about this one? The Titans just get absolutely steamrolled. Zach Wilson, 319 and 3 touchdowns. And then as well on the ground, Tevin Coleman, Josh Adams, and then the rookie Michael Carter getting back from injury. They boat race the Titans here, 42-17. We just watched the Packers beat the Cowboys 27-24. Cardinals beat the Lions 19-14. San Francisco hands Justin Fields and the Bears their first loss of the season, 24-14, a much-needed win for the 49ers. Denver beats the Raiders 21-0. We watched it feels like on ages ago, the Browns absolutely murdered the Steelers. It was awesome, 51-3 in that one. 28-25, we also watched that one as Darnold and the Panthers beat Winston and the Saints, and then the Washington football team on Thursday night earlier in this Week 4 beat the Eagles 31-28. So that is going to put us to Week 5. Let's take a quick gander at these standings, if we will. AFC North, Browns 4-0, Ravens 2-2. Those teams will battle this week in Week 5, so Browns have really an opportunity to blow this division wide open if they want. Texans, how about them? They started out 0-2, and they've come back and won their last 2. This division is rough right now. Titans looking not nearly as they did last year after losing all of those defensive pieces, and Corey Davis and Jonnu Smith on offense as well. In the AFC East, Jets and Patriots both 3-1. Bills 2-2, and again we talked about the Dolphins. Just 41 points scored in 4 weeks of football. Not great. Chargers 3-1 after the Chiefs dropped that one to them. Broncos and Chiefs now tied for 2-2. But look at the Chiefs, 110 points for, 122 against. They are not stopping a lot of people on defense. In the NFC North, we talked about the Bears. They pick up their first loss this week, still 3-1. Packers moved to 2-2. We just saw that one happen. A couple of teams were on bye this week, including the Falcons there. That's why their record is different. 3-1 for the Panthers, 3-1 for the Saints, and 3-1 for the Buccaneers. So again, NFC South showing some strength. Falcons on bye, going 2-1 currently. Washington 3-1. Everybody else 1-3. And in the West, the Seahawks, who are also on bye, are 3-0. Cardinals 2-2, Rams, and again we talked about the 49ers picking up their first win of the season. NFL Power Rankings, your Cleveland Browns are 4-0. Look at that, 148-30. They are just annihilating people, which is really, really fun because that's, our team. And the Seahawks are also 3-0 as well. Chargers, Patriots, Panthers, Jets, and Bears. How about these teams? The Panthers, Jets, Bears, oh my, Saints, Buccaneers football team, and Falcons all still one-loss teams as well. All right, we've had 4 weeks of action, which means every 4 weeks I usually do a statistical analysis, so we will go ahead and do that right now and see who our league leaders are. So your league leader in passing yards, it's Jared Goff with 1,245. He leads Daniel Jones, Prescott, Tom Brady, Justin Fields, Lawrence Roethlisberger, and several others with more than 1,100 yards passing. Completions on the season, Mahomes has the most with 117. He leads Fields with 114. Herbert Brady, and Goff as well. Most passing attempts, also Goff and Mahomes and Roethlisberger. Let's talk about touchdowns. Ryan Fitzpatrick has 10 of them. Matt Ryan with 10 as well. Then you got Prescott with 9. Then you got several with 8, including Jones, Herbert, Brady, Lawrence, Hurts, and Jameis Winston. Interceptions, let's talk about the most in the league. Goff, 9 interceptions. That's why they're struggling to win games right there. Bridgewater has 8 for the Broncos. Big Ben has 7. Wentz has 6. Mahomes has 5 along with the rookie Trevor Lawrence. There's Darnold with 5 as well. Let's talk about completion percentage here. Let's try to get down to somebody who's not just Taysom Hill, 14 for 14 on the year, by the way. Also 2 touchdowns. How about that? Justin Fields with 76% of his passes complete. How about that? 114 for 150. Then you're going to have Jameis Winston, Jordan Love, Herbert, Brady, Prescott, Cousins, Tannehill. So a lot of guys getting a lot of completions. Let's talk about sacks taken, 27 for Big Ben. We talked about that offensive line in Pittsburgh not being great. 27 sacks now for Big Ben. 18 for Bridgewater and Herbert and Cam Newton. Jordan Love's taken 17. Wentz and Tyrod have taken 16 sacks here today. So that is it for the passing stats. Let's talk about rushing. Let's talk about attempts. Look at Nick Chubb, 123 carries. They're just giving him the pill early and often. He's leading the league by 144 yards there over Zeke Elliott and even more so over Derrick Henry. So really, really running well so far this year is Nick Chubb. Taysom Hill. Let's get to someone. There's Kyler Murray. Let's get to a real running back, shall we? There's Lamar. Where's our first running back? Dalvin Cook at 5.6 a clip is having a good start to his season. Let's talk about touchdowns on the ground. 5 for Alvin Kamara and Nick Chubb. That ties them at the top. McCaffrey with 4. Jones, Bridgewater actually with 3 rushing touchdowns. Singletary, Akers, Kareem Hunt, and Sony Michel and Chris Carson rounding out. Leading fumblers, Ben Roethlisberger with 5. Jordan Love. Baker Mayfield also does have 3 fumbles randomly. Broken tackles on the season. Nick Chubb dwarfing everyone. He's doubled up King Henry with 38 broken tackles, and he's also by far the best with yards after contact. Let's look at who had the longest run so far. McCaffrey and Mike Davis, his former teammate, both have 80-yard touchdown runs. Let's take a look at the receiving stats. How about catches on the season? Adam Troutman, second-year tight end out of Dayton. McCole Hardman, interesting. A.J. Brown, we saw Robert Tonyan. There's Mike Thomas, Eric Ebron, Jack Doyle, CeeDee Lamb, Tyrell Williams. How about the rookie Sage Surratt out of Wake Forest? George Kittle, Dallas Goedert are some of your leaders, your receiving yardage leaders. How about the rookie Kadarius Toney out of Florida, the first-round pick of the New York Giants? And he's got 307 yards to lead all receivers. There's Mike Thomas, Claypool, DK Metcalf, Cooper, Brown, Lamb, Tyrell Williams, Allen Robinson. Also some others at the top of the list. Yards per catch, that's actually a receiver. It's DK Metcalf. Surprise, surprise. He's pretty darn good. 4 touchdowns for the rookie Noah Gray. We saw his, if you are on our Discord channel, we have a highlight tab. And Kit just posted one of Noah Gray's incredible touchdown from the sim we did earlier this week. It was really nice. He's got 4 on the season. Dallas Goedert, DJ Moore, Kadarius Toney, Beckham, and Deebo Samuel, your league leaders, all with 4. How about yards after the catch? And it is Toney as well. So a lot of quick passes to him. He's playing in the slot, I believe, there in New York. And apparently playing pretty well, which is exciting if you were a Giants fan, because that's what you wanted. Jelani Tavai, middle linebacker for the Lions, who always gets a bunch of tackles, leads them. There's Tremaine Edmonds. We talk about him all the time. Logan Wilson, Van Der Esch, Matt Milano, Kenneth Murray, Nick Kwiatkowski, good old Cole Holcomb, Fred Warner, Alex Anzalone, A.J. Johnson, Wilson, Mosley, Jewell, Brown, Bush, and Kirksey are the tacklers that have over 40 so far. TFL leaders, how about 13 for Calais Campbell? That's not a shock. He's all over the darn place. Myles Garrett, 12 sacks. That answers your question from earlier. 12 sacks on the season for Myles Garrett. How about Uchenna Nwosu? Again, the other pass rusher opposite of Joey Bosa, taking over for Melvin Ingram, who still is but yet to be signed, and he's got 10 sacks early in the season. Von Miller with 7, Vita Vea with 7, DeForest Buckner with 7, Calais Campbell, Levi O, the rookie out of Washington, Onwunzurike has 6 as well. Aaron Donald, Zadarius Smith, and Robert Quinn are the 6 and over club. Picks, LaMarcus Joyner, who is in New York now with 3, Kendall Fuller with 3, Anthony Barr with 3, 2 for Bradley Roby, and a bunch of other guys have 2 picks as well. But I thought, sometimes they leave the league leader out if the league leader is on my team, which I don't understand. But it is what it is. How about forced fumbles? 4 for Khalil Mack. That leads the league. Recovered fumbles, 2 for Donald Jamin Davis and Trey Hendrickson. Let's talk about defensive touchdowns. Yeah, because I think that Denzel Ward is missing from this list. So we'll just take a quick gander at him. And then we'll get out of here and we'll let you get on with your evening. I was going to say, both our guys should be leading that. Yeah, Denzel's got 5 picks. JJ3's got 4 picks. I'm not sure why neither of those guys made the list, but maybe they didn't have enough tackles to qualify or something. I don't know. Troy Hill's our leading tackler, if you're curious, 34. Anthony Walker with 28, 26 for Ronnie Harrison. TFL's 4 for Troy Hill as well. Again, we talked about sacks, 3.5 for Clowney, 3 for Tack, 2 from Malik Jackson, and several other players as well. So that was weird that they wouldn't put our stats in there. How about the rookie Greg Newsome leading the team with 7 pass deflections? Other Browns stats, just if you're curious, Cody Parkey is 8 for 8. That's pretty exciting. Gillen averaging 46.2 a clip. Again, we already saw Baker. He only has 14 yards passing, 6 touchdowns, 1 interception, which is great. There is Kareem Hunt, 65 for 238. Jarvis Landry, the leading receiver on the team, 22 catches for 259. 19 catches for Chubb, 18 for Beckham, 9 for Hooper, 8 for Hunt, Higgins, Njoku, Schwartz, Peoples-Jones, Bryant, and others. End zone touchdown catches, 4 for Beckham, Landry, and Schwartz has 1. One of his 2 catches went to the end zone. Sacks allowed, Conklin with 4, Batonio with 1, Teller with 1, Wills with 1 so far here today. So that's going to do it. Appreciate everybody being on. You guys are the absolute best. Kevin Stefanski now the 30th quarterback of all time, just behind Zach Taylor, which seems weird to me. All right. Anyway, you guys are the best. Take care of yourselves. Have an absolutely awesome night. We'll see you tomorrow for Browns Ravens. And as always, go Browns!